turned off the cameras, excuse my language, and then they took my wife.
This man who wished not to be identified says his wife is from Venezuela and has lived in the United States for a few years. She was one of 3 people taken from this home. I'm told the 2 others were men who worked in construction. You see them here. This video, only a minute and 52 seconds long, we do not see his wife being removed from the home. But this is a picture of her that he keeps in his wallet. Her name is Vianis Ramirez, and he says she was in the process of becoming a United States citizen.
She already had a court date. She was good. Everything good. He just came and they snatched her.
These are pictures from the Department of Homeland Security detaining other undocumented men and women in Broward County.
It's despicable what they're doing right now. It's very embarrassing.
President Donald Trump arrived at his Trump National Golf Resort in Doral Saturday, set to host GOP leaders for a conference. This man hopes this message makes it to him.
I get a chance to talk to you, man. Yo, please, man, let's work something out. So you, man, let me keep my wife here in the United States, man. She deserves to be here, man.
ICE reports nearly 1,000 raids in the country on Sunday alone, which is up from just under 300 on Saturday. Here at the detention center in Miramar, things have been quiet for several hours, but we will continue to monitor this situation and bring you the developing news on raids in South Florida as they happen.
Shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. Name of His only begotten Son. Name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, a great millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. Real quick, this post says, Florida man who voted for Trump wants to work something out with Donald Trump after ICE snatched up his wife and deported her back to Venezuela while she was in the process of getting her papers done. Let's work something out. Please, man, let me keep my wife. She deserves to be here. All right. And this is why we told you, as the scripture says, to never trust thine enemy. All right. We warned you about this devil. Okay. Because no matter what, man, Esau is going to be Esau. He don't care. All right. Now, it's unfortunate that she was going through the process. They had a court. He said how they had court dates and, she was going through the process. But once you get deported, that process is null and void. You can't come back. Okay. Once you've been deported. So you can't legally, once you've been deported, you cannot legally become a citizen anymore. All right. And this individual, he voted for Trump, man. Okay. He voted for Trump, and now all he got to remember his wife is a picture in his wallet. All right. So we told you, Jakes, started when I had elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, to never trust thine enemy, man. All right. Never trust thine enemy. And if you're going to be simple and put your faith and trust in this man, you're going to find out that he's the devil. All right. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. And Trump, he's signing over 300, almost 400 executive orders. Every day he's signing executive orders. This man, this is, him doing what, he got to do. And he's only been in office for about a week now, a little over a week now. All right. And he's putting things in motion. All right. Through the spirit of Yahawadah. And this is what we've been warning you about. Let's go over here. Let's grab this real quick. It says, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. We told you to never trust this man. Okay. Now let's play this video right here. This is from the GMS Get This Work Too.
Today I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it.
You heard that? And this is something I've been saying through the spirit. I've been saying this through the spirit, man. I've been saying this. They're going to put you people in Guantanamo Bay. Guantanamo Bay is a prison for terrorists, okay, where you have no rights, okay. I first heard about Guantanamo Bay from that movie, Harold and Kumar, Guantanamo Bay. And in that movie, they showed you, like, it's a comedy movie, but it shows you what they do in Guantanamo Bay. All right. And there's a scene where they were saying how the people had to eat what they called a cock meat sandwich, meaning they can do whatever they want to do to you in there. Okay, they can feed you whatever they want to feed you. You know, people in there, you know, getting they when they go there they get tortured. Okay, so now this guy Trump Esau is saying that he gonna put you in Guantanamo Bay. Okay, let's play some more.
We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. This will double our capacity immediately, right? And that's a tough place to get out of. Today's signings bring us one step closer to eradicating this.
Yeah, once you go to Guantanamo Bay, you can't get out of it. All right, there is no escaping the Guantanamo Bay, especially if the Lord ain't with you. Maybe it is with the Lord, but without the Lord, you through.
Scourge of migrant crime in our communities once and for all. And it was just it's just an unforced error that we even have to be doing this. Now we need Congress to provide full funding for the complete and total restoration of our sovereign borders, as well as financial support to remove record numbers of illegal aliens. And these are illegal alien killers, criminals at levels that nobody's ever seen before.
Bringing us back. See, Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet he humbled himself to get your vote, right? Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rest have not been altogether wiped away. You're going to know this man is still the devil. Okay, and that's what people are finding out now. This guy voted for this man. Okay? Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And that's what this man, you know, he want to do. You know, he's all about, as he say, making America great again. Okay, you are about to see white imperialism in this country like never before. Okay, that's why the Lord told us about a time called Jacob's trouble. And they're going to start with you so-called Negroes, and then, Salakia. They're going to start with you so-called Latinos and Hispanics and Native Americans, and then ultimately go for you so-called Negroes, man. All right? We are about to witness Jacob's trouble, as the scriptures say. It says, neither let him sit by thy right hand, lest he sit to take thy seat, and thou at thy last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So that individual whose wife got snatched up, this guy right here, ain't nobody pitying him. Please, man, please. He want to plead to Trump. Please, man, let me get my wife back, man. You should have pleaded to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Okay. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Ain't nobody gonna pity you. Okay, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Yeah. But in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And here he undermined you, Jakes, that went out and voted for him. You thought he was going to be, you know, your great white hope. And guess what? You found out that this man is the devil the Bible speaks of. And hey, this guy's lucky that he didn't get deported too. Okay? They could have kicked him out too, or locked him up for hoarding fugitives. Because if you know, it's like if somebody is committing a crime, which they're calling these people criminals for coming into this country, and they find them in your possession or in your home, you can get locked up for hoarding a fugitive. Okay? So you see how this all is going to play out in these last days, man. And this is why we told you right here. This is Deuteronomy chapter Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahawah thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. And now you see why. You know, so you jakes that went out there and voted. You know, I got jakes at my job that's bragging and boasting about Trump. They so, embodied in that make America great again spirit. But I told you niggas, hey, y'all gonna be fucking next, bro. You don't get it? It says, if this happens, be sure to select, in NLT, it says, if this happens, be sure to select as king the man the Lord your power chooses. You must appoint a fellow Israelite. He may not be a foreigner. But what did Jake do? They went and sought the heathen. You put your trust in the heathen. Okay, you trusted in oppression. All right. Let's go right here. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, because we know what this leads up to. They're going to try to lock up the men of the Lord. He's saying how anybody who says anything anti-Semitic, which we, are denouncing, these small hats and saying that we're the true chosen people, they will call that anti-Semitic. And they're going to say, you say you're going to come for them too. So that could be us. Some of us might be end up in these situations, locked up in a detention center. This devil might put some of us in Guantanamo Bay, man. Okay. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And that's how the Lord going to try some of our faith. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right. So you got to trust in the Lord, man, no matter what. Okay, let me grab this too. Because our people, they trust in their oppressors. All right, they trust in oppression. They don't trust in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Okay. It says, it's a Jake at my job right now, that I work with. He actually got a damn job with ICE. All right. He said he got a job with ICE where he works from home, or he worked, I forgot exactly the shift, like 3 to 7 or something like that. But all he's doing is he's calling. I guess they give him a database to call people and ask them about their legal status, and then they go pick them up. Some shit like that, man. But he showed me the actual government document with his name on it from ICE. I'm like, damn, And he said that they paying $30,000 a year for that job. You got certain states talking about putting bounties out. All right. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, you ain't pleading to YAHAWASHI, and that's what the Lord is doing, what He's doing. That cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because Jake want to continue to eat pork and be abominable. So they don't want to come to the Lord. They'll rather go to their oppressor. They'll rather go to their slave master than to go to the Lord. It says that walk to go down into Egypt, which is a place of bondage, that we're in, right now, that those straits, that place that path of difficulty, your oppressors, America's modern day Egypt. It says, and have not asked out my mouth. Yeah, you ain't sought the Lord. You ain't sought His prophets. It says, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is what our people do. They strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and they trust in the shadow of Egypt. They got their trust in Trump. That's why this nigga was pleading with Trump in that video. Please, man, let me get more. You think he gon' what? You crazy? He the one that came and got him. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And he's feeling that shame right now, man. He said, this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. You see how he what he wiped his face as he said it, he felt that shame. He felt that confusion. I voted for this man. Why would he, Verse 5, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be an help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach, right? So that's what you got for trusting in Trump. Okay? It says, verse 7, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Right? They're not coming to help you. Verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of YAHAWASHI, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. That's why they go to them Christian churches. They want to hear a bunch of nothings. No, the true prophets are going to tell you that it's not going to get better. Okay, it's going to get much worse. Okay, it says, here's the point. get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. They don't want to do it, YAHAWASHI. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. They kicking on your door. Open up, it's the police. Police search warrant. You know, they gonna bust down the door, and they doing this shit in the middle of the night. All right, they doing this in the middle of the night. They're not, you know, coming in the middle of, which sometimes they may come to but they may come to your house in the middle of the night. We got people putting up TikToks about how ICE was knocking on their door at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know. In NLT it says, verse 12, this is the reply of the Holy One of Israel, because you despise what I tell you and trust instead in oppression and lies. You trust in the lies of Trump and his oppression. Calamity will come upon you suddenly, like a bulging wall that bursts and falls. In an instant, it will collapse and come crashing down. And a lot of these people that's getting deported, their countries are saying that they're not taking them back. So they got to, they're putting them in internment camps. And Trump just came out and said Guantanamo Bay. That's one of the worst places to be. Okay, if you know anything about Guantanamo Bay, a lot of brothers don't know about Guantanamo Bay. If you know anything about Guantanamo Bay, that's one of the worst places to be, man. You do not want to find yourself in Guantanamo Bay in these last times, man. Okay, especially as things get worse in this country. Like I said, bro, that's where they go to torture people. All right, they will torture you up in there in Guantanamo Bay, man. Okay, mercilessly, relentlessly. All right, and this is why we honor YAHAWASHI, who is our deliverer, because Trump ain't gonna save you, man. Trump can't help you. Trump don't want to help you, and things are only going to get worse as time goes on, So it's time to trust in YAHAWASHI. We shall be stayed upon YAHAWASHI, not in America, not in Trump. Shalom, Kwamashawala, Ababa.
Trump's immigration crackdown. And the breaking news tonight, the president is now planning to send tens of thousands of undocumented migrants to Guantanamo Bay. It comes as our Pierre Thomas witnessed a raid that began just before dawn this morning. In fact, raids from Baltimore to Aurora, Colorado tonight. And what our Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas has just learned tonight about where those undocumented migrants will be held at Guantanamo Bay. We took you to the prison holding terrorists there, right here on this broadcast. Tonight, there are still terrorists there, and now undocumented migrants soon on the way. Here's Pierre.
Tonight, ABC News given access to an immigration raid
then we'll shut it down. We'll collapse on it.
Played out just before dawn near Baltimore. We're riding along with a tactical team led by ICE officers, along with ATF and the DEA. They're on a mission. Within minutes, we're on stakeout.
So we have 4 targets so far this morning. The first target is convicted of robbery.
2 hours go by as agents stalk the first suspect. Suddenly, it's go time. Police surround the suspect, who they say tried to escape. We see him sitting on the curb, handcuffed.
I need you to go get my car. I just got pulled over.
90 minutes later, ICE arresting another suspect in Baltimore. They say a convicted drug dealer who sold fentanyl and cocaine. He's among the more than 1,000 ICE arrests of undocumented migrants in the last 24 hours.
The standpoint of ICE is simple. If you've been convicted of those kind of crimes, you're not leaving the country.
But ICE acknowledges some undocumented migrants who don't have convictions are also being arrested.
Yeah, so the worst go first.
Everyone's on the table. So if we go arrest this dude and there's another person next to him who's also here illegally, we're going to start asking questions. And, if we determine that person's illegal, they're coming with us.
Arrests taking place across the country. In Colorado today, federal agents say they detained a suspected member of a notorious Venezuelan gang. And tonight, the breaking headline, President Trump directing the Pentagon and DHS to prepare to hold up to 30,000 undocumented migrants at Guantanamo Bay before they are eventually deported back to their home countries. The Pentagon says they will not be held in the well-known detention facility that David toured in 2016, where some of the 9/11 terrorists have been held.
We can actually see the detainees. They cannot see us back through this glass.
And that moment from the roof when the prisoners did see us.
ABC News.
Tonight, 15 detainees are still there.